I have taken R is equal to 50 ohm, L is equal to, this is self inductance given over here 0.3 Henry, and this is the value of capacitance 15 microfarad given over here. You can also change, okay, by double clicking on it. See here, this is the resistance value 50 ohm. Okay, you can put any value over here. Okay, then double clicking on inductance, you can see I have taken 0.3 Henry. Then capacitance value, you can check, you can put any value, 15 microfarad is there. Okay, and see, you can also rename it. Okay, whatever name you want to write, you can write over here. Then AC voltage source, see here, single phase, this is I have taken 230 volt single phase RMS voltage. Okay, already put here, and frequency 50 hertz, and no phase difference is there. Okay, now I have connected 3 voltmeters. See here. Okay, on that day, okay, in session 2 I already described how you can import the different components, different multimeters, voltmeters, oscilloscope in this wizard. Okay, so basically you can go in this section, instruments, then multimeter. So these are various instruments, measuring instrument you can import in the window. So the multimeters, 3 multimeter I have connected over here. See here, I already imported three multimeters. These are working as a voltmeter. See here. Okay, so you this time, because this is AC circuit, so you must highlight which component. See, you must highlight there is a symbol for AC and symbol for DC voltmeter. So we are working on AC supply, so there should be AC voltmeter or DC voltmeter. AC voltmeter. So you see here, this is the symbol of alternating voltage. So this is, if you highlight this one, so it will work as an AC voltmeter. See, this is the identification of any voltmeter. Okay, so you will see in voltmeter there will be dashed line for DC and alternating for AC. Okay, so I already highlighted. Then select voltmeter. So I have done this process for all the 3 voltmeters. See, and this one is the 3rd voltmeter, you can see. Okay, you can check. And then, so these voltmeters are connected. How these are connected? Can you tell me how these voltmeters are connected across these components R and C? Parallel, yes. Parallel. See here, positive point is connected towards this point, negative point towards this point. So these are connected parallel. And then I have chosen ammeter in order to read the current. You see, this is ammeter. Okay, I am closing these wizards. So you can see I connected an ammeter. So you have to first calculate I is equal to V by Z. Okay, can you calculate? Is there copy and pen with you and also a calculator with you? So if you will calculate, so this is the answer. Okay, we can directly measure all the 3 voltages across these components, and this is the ammeter which is flowing. This is the current flowing in the series circuit, and already I have connected. You can see this is the wattmeter and power factor meter. See, at right side this is wattmeter or power factor meter. Okay, so when you run this application, I am closing this wizard again, closing this wizard. Okay, so this is a power factor meter also. This will work as a power factor meter and as well as power meter. Okay, so this is our wattmeter also. So now you can see whenever you click on this green button, there will be the readings on each voltmeter. You can see, so these are the voltage across. This is the voltage across resistor, this is voltage across inductor, and this is voltage across capacitor. And you can see the ammeter current. What is the ammeter current? 1.848, and this is the wattmeter reading 170.703 total wattage. Okay, this is the total actual power, and this is the power factor 0.40168. So if you can calculate quickly, so please verify this. Can you calculate? फॉर्मूला आपको पता है, आप कर सकते हैं. देखिए क्या आया, I is equal to V by Z. What will be the Z? Calculate VR. R plus jx, पहले आप लिख लिए complex impedance. What will be your complex impedance? Z, R plus j in bracket XL minus XC. So calculate XL, then calculate XC. You have L, you have C. So you can calculate XL and you can also calculate XC. So please calculate XL and XC. Then put in the formula. XL is equal to, then write complex impedance Z equal to R plus J in bracket XL minus XC. So what is the complex impedance? Then convert it into polar form. You must have studied this in your class. Okay, so this is, you can see this is voltage across resistor. फिर आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. देखिए क्या था पीपीटी में, व्हाट वाज इन ऑन द पीपीटी, इन द पीपीटी. Then this is the observation table. Okay, so once you will get this reading, this is supply voltage column. See the observation table. This is voltage across resistor. So put, ठीक है, VR की जगह पे पुट कर दीजिए VR की वैल्यू. Then put the VL, voltage across inductor. What is VR? See, this is VR 92.385. This is VL 176.414. This is VC 387.041, and this is current 1.848 by direct measurement. So you can just directly put in this observation table, and just you have to calculate these by using these formulas. The value of R, C, ठीक है, जो नीचे वाला ऑब्जर्वेशन टेबल है. ओके, द ऑब्जर्वेशन टेबल डाउन बिलो. So here you have to calculate. If you would come in the lab, okay, you will have to perform this experiment like, okay, likewise. So you will have to calculate R, XL, VL upon I, XC, VC upon I, then Z, and then power factor. Okay, so this is the observation table. So by calculation you can calculate all these values. Okay, once you will get this value. Okay, and how will you perform? So this is the actual readings. Okay, by calculation I have taken this from students copy. You can see ये actual ये lab का reading है. This is the reading of lab provided by lab. Okay, you can see this is the supply voltage. This is voltage across resistor. This is voltage across inductor. This is voltage across capacitor. So we are going to watch a video. Okay, so see here RLC series circuit. You can watch the video how we are going to perform. You can see. Okay, so this is the RLC series circuit. Okay, this is drawn on the circuit, printed on the hardware circuit. See here RLC, and this is supply voltage 230 volts. So we have connected this circuit. Series circuit is there. RLC 3 components are there connected in series, and we have provided single phase 230 volt. And then we are measuring the voltage across different voltages across each component. See here we are, what is the reading of VR? You can see this is the multimeter which is measuring. This is the resistance, resistive lamp load. Okay, see the circuit supply voltage, how much? See again, what is the supply voltage? Approximately equal to 230 volt. Okay, 231. So this is V. This is your V, supply voltage. And then see voltage across resistor. Okay, now it is removed from here, and then we have connected across this resistance. Okay, these two electrodes, these two terminals of multimeter. Now what is the reading? See here. So this is the reading. How much? 52.06 something. Okay, 52. Okay, around 52 point something. Okay, so this is the voltage across resistor. Then remove these electrodes from here and then connect across the inductor. Okay, now we are measuring voltage across inductor. So see the readings. How much? This is the reading voltage across inductor.
103 around.
Almost
Yes,
103.
around, yes. Then you can take the reading directly from here and you can use for calculation. Then we are measuring the voltage across capacitor. See the readings. What is the VC? Because this is older kit, na, this is, it has got older actually, this kit in the lab, so there is a loose connection actually. Okay, there is loose connection, so now it is showing. Okay, so you can see 319 something, okay, across capacitor. So this is VC. Okay, so now you will have to calculate all the parameters. So these are the readings, and then you will have to calculate all these parameters given in the table. See here in the table, what are the parameters like we saw earlier. Okay, this is voltage, supply voltage, this is voltage across inductor, sorry, this is voltage across resistor, voltage across inductor, voltage across capacitor, current C. Then you have to calculate, you already know the formula, R, XL, XC, Z, power factor. Okay, so you can take any set of reading, whether from hardware, this observation table, or from my multisim software. Okay, you can also change the values. Okay, you can change the values over here. You can do it for yourself in multisim software. See here, according to this reading, these parameters, you can see these are the voltages across each component. Okay, so this is the verification. So once you solve the numerical, then okay, then you can verify whether it is correct or not. Okay, so this is how we perform RLC series circuit, and these are the formulas given over here in the slide. I already shared with you. So any question from this? So this is how we perform RLC series circuit. Yes, any question? So we will move to towards our second experiment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please calculate, na, please calculate, take these readings and please calculate for yourself. Okay, so this was RLC series circuit. Okay, now moving ahead, now take our second experiment. Okay, so see here, now we are going to study VI characteristics of lamp. See here, this is experiment number 2 as per the sequence of laboratory lab manual. You can see. So here what we do, so this is aim of experiment is to study the VI characteristic of an incandescent lamp, and here what we do, you can see, to study VI characteristics of incandescent lamp. So there should be required incandescent lamp of 200 watts. See here, and then there will be voltmeter, ammeter, rheostat. Okay, voltmeter is permanent magnet moving coil, because we are supplying DC supply over here. You can see. Okay, so there is no simulation available for this, but I have the lab video with me. Okay, so I can show you how it is being performed in the lab. So you can see VI characteristics of incandescent lamp. Okay, so you can see, okay, this is the theory part. There is practically no change in resistance value in case of some alloys used in electrical work like magnenin. For considerable variations of temperature in general for alloys, the increase in resistance is very slight with increase in temperature. Okay, so when you increase temperature, what happens with the resistance? When you increase the temperature,
it increases slightly.
Okay, of conductor. Now I am talking about conductor. So here we can see the difference. Okay, whether any change in VI characteristics of bulb, whether it is linear or non-linear, it should be linear or non-linear. The VI characteristic of incandescent bulb, what should
Linear.
come? Okay, linear. Okay, but later on what happens, it is linear for a particular part, okay, for a particular point, but what happens, as temperature increases, resistance also increases, so it is tilted. Okay, you can also plot the graph. So I am taking the circuit, so you can see the circuit. This is the incandescent lamp bulb. Okay, this is the incandescent lamp bulb. This is the voltmeter. From this measuring instrument voltmeter, we are measuring the voltage across bulb. Then this is a meter connected in the circuit in series. We are measuring the current, and there will be a table. You can see this is the observation table, where one column is, this belongs to voltage, this belongs to current. Okay, and this is the resistance column. Once we will get the values of voltage and current, so we can calculate R is equal to V upon I for each set of reading. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can take as many as readings we can take. Okay, possible. So basically see here, and this is the rheostat. This is 250 volt DC supply. Okay, this is the lab setup. Okay, in our NIT Raipur BEE lab, where we provide DC supply. Okay, maximum voltage 250 volt. Okay, this is the DC supply. Okay, and this is the rheostat through which we can increase the level of voltage. Okay, and then we will measure voltage and current. Okay, simple है, एक bulb आपने लगाया है. This is incandescent lamp of 200 watt. Now we will increase the level of voltage through this DC rheostat. Okay, and then we have to note it down the values of voltmeter and ammeter. Okay, and then we have to draw the VI characteristic. Okay, okay, there is a observation table. Okay, so this column belongs to V, this column belongs to I, and then you have to calculate R, and then you have to draw the VI characteristics. See here, plot the VI characteristics of incandescent lamp. And characteristic is, what is remarked? See here, conclusion, the characteristic is non-linear. It will come non-linear because up to certain limit it will be linear, but the temperature is kept increasing. Okay, so that's why resistance also increases of bulb, and that's why it will be tilted, okay, for later part. So it will be non-linear, and these are the precautions and these are the questions. So you must prepare for your Viva exam. See here. Okay, now and these are the actual readings. You can see these are the actual observation table. Okay, we got from the BEE lab. Okay, this is the column of voltage, this is the column of current, and then we calculated R. See here, in ohms. Okay, and this is the least count, okay, of voltmeter and ammeter. It is already given over here. Okay, in case of DC, so this is DC voltmeter, DC ammeter, least count is 4 volt of voltmeter, least count of ammeter 0.02 ampere. Okay, and then you have to draw VI characteristics. Okay, now we are directly going to watch the video, how it is going to perform in the lab. VI characteristics. Okay, so see here. So this is the experiment setup. Okay, you can see this is the experiment setup for VI characteristics of incandescent lamp. Here is the rheostat. This is rheostat. Okay, through which DC supply voltage is varied. Okay, this is the rheostat. DC supply voltage का level यहाँ से आप change करोगे, and this is ammeter. Okay, and this is the circuit which is got connected as per the circuit diagram. Okay, and see here, there is a voltmeter on top side. Okay, here is a voltmeter, okay, situated over here, and this is the circuit diagram. So as per this circuit diagram, we have connected the circuit. Okay, see, this is the circuit diagram, and this is the rheostat, DC rheostat, and this is the voltmeter. In this voltmeter, this voltmeter will measure the voltage across lamp, and this is the plus minus terminal. Okay, this is plus, this is minus, and this is lamp. Sorry, this is plus minus. Okay, over here this is plus minus, and this is lamp load. See here, this is lamp, symbol is also drawn over here. This is lamp actually, and this is DC rheostat through which we can increase the level of voltage. And this is ammeter, and on the top side there was a voltmeter, and then we have to note it down. Okay, so as we will increase the level of voltage, so see here, now we will switch on the supply from here. See here, now we are switching on the supply. Okay, this is the supply. We have switched on the supply, and then we are raising the voltage level. See, we are increasing the level of voltage from here. See, and then voltmeter reading also fluctuates with this. See here, this is the voltmeter reading. Then there is a bulb. This is the bulb. Then again increasing the level of voltage. So you can see the illumination of bulb. Okay, right now it is. Okay, you can see the reading of voltmeter. We are increasing and taking the readings. So we have to note it down, different values. You can see also ammeter reading. Okay, so you have to note it down, minimum 8 to 10 readings, or as many as reading could be possible. Now see, the illumination of bulb is increasing. So this is the incandescent lamp. Okay, also you can see now it has been reached ammeter. You can see in the voltmeter, you can see it is reaching now up to 200 volt. I think you can see in the voltmeter, you can see illumination has been increased, voltage का level बढ़ गया है, देखिए आप. Okay, you already see 200. Okay, this is now, right now the voltmeter reading is on 210 or something. Okay, so you can see. So this is DC voltmeter. Okay, so one important thing about this DC voltmeter, there is a uniform scale. You can see this is DC voltmeter, and there will be, this is called scale, this is called pointer. ठीक है, ये आपको पूछा जाएगा वाइवा में. This must be asked. Okay, what is the difference between DC voltmeter and AC voltmeter? So there is a uniform distribution. You can see ये जो distribution है, divisions हैं, ये uniform होते हैं in case of DC voltmeter. And there is a dash. You can see this dashed line show what it will showing you. What does it mean? Dashed line. We already discussed. ठीक है ना, मैंने बताया आपको कि dashed line है मतलब ये for measurement of DC. परमानेंट मैग्नेट टाइप का है, ठीक है ना, कॉइल टाइप का, ये मूविंग कॉइल. दिस टाइप, द टाइप ऑफ वोल्टमीटर इज मूविंग कॉइल टाइप वोल्टमीटर, एंड दिस इज डीसी वोल्टमीटर. दिस विल मेजर डीसी वोल्टेज and the scale will be uniform. But in case of AC voltmeter, you can check, you can see the scale will be crowded. Okay, at the starting and at end. ठीक है ना, बीच में यूनिफॉर्म होगा बट स्टार्टिंग पे क्राउडेड होगा AC में, ठीक है ना, AC वोल्टमीटर का, और यहां पर भी क्राउडेड होगा at the beginning and at the later part on at the end side. Okay, so see, so these are the readings. So this is DC voltmeter because we have provided DC supply, इसलिए DC voltmeter और DC ammeter आप यूज कर रहे हैं. यहां पर भी देखिए scale is uniform. See, okay, this is AC ammeter, sorry, DC ammeter, scale is uniform. Again, यहां इसकी रीडिंग देखिए. Now it is reaching up to 0.6 something, 0.6, 0.65 ampere. So इस तरीके से that's how we have to measure, we have to note it down all the readings of voltmeter and current. Okay, and then we have to in the slide you can see, like here it is drawn over here, and all the readings, all the observation table, all the rows of observation table has been put over here. Okay, see 20, 40, 60 ऐसा आप ले सकते हैं. And then at last you have to calculate R by dividing V upon I. Okay, and then you will have to draw the VI characteristics. तो आपको x axis पर V लेना है. Take voltage because this is independent variable. Okay, V on x axis and y axis, on y axis take current. Okay, तो ये आपके लिए homework है. So please draw कि कैसा आएगा. Take this reading. Okay, take these sets of reading and please draw it for yourself, so that you can say, you are able to say that sir, we have drawn the VI characteristics and this is non-linear. Okay, this is not linear actually. So ideally we talk about this and there will be linear, but it is not linear, okay, in practical. So this is how we perform VI characteristics of incandescent lamp.